And your competitors that are the domestic banks will operate with their capital, the capital of their depositors, and they could lend 23 times their capital. So they have a big leverage at a very low cost. Then your competition profile is very low, and it's not so profitable to be present in countries like Peru in those times. But with this advantage, we have had some international banks operating here. One of them is the Citibank that is operating right now. Strategy. What is your strategy as a financial institution? You want to be present here, or by which reason? You want to be here only temporary, because you don't believe that this government is stable, that they could change from left to right or from right to left quickly and without news? Then, if the risk is so high, you prefer to be present with a low investment, with a rep office is enough. Then, if you think that this government is stable and this political tendency is stable and you lack this political tendency, you can invest a lot because you think that it's a good business and you have a lower risk. Or like in the case of Russia, in the year 1992, they have changed, they have opened their markets, they have changed many things, but capitalism don't believe in that. They think that the Russian market is very, very interesting, but they don't like to invest in it. Or they like to invest, but only a few amounts. And they have to do a consortium. Many banks have created a new bank, and they operate as a consortium bank in Russia. We will see the consortium bank next class. On the other side, taxes. In some countries, foreign banks have higher taxes than domestic banks. And if it isn't the case, it's not interesting to be present in these countries because you can't compete with the domestic banks. The domestic banks could be more inefficient, but if they pay a lower tax than you, then you will have, you can reinvest less capital than them, and in the future they could have an advantage. Or, for example, if you must pay taxes in your country and in the foreign country, 2 taxes, then you will lose a lot of money. Or on the other way, you can go to the Bahamas, to the Grand Cayman, and many tax paradisiac countries, and in these countries you won't pay taxes, and it's interesting to be there because you are free of taxes. Okay, this is the consequence. And we will end with this slide, the number 22. I have told you corresponding banking. Corresponding banking is not your bank, it's a bank in another country that will represent you. Like in a letter of credit, another bank in this country will represent you. And rep office is a seller. Is someone is your vendor that you have sent there and will represent you and obtain operations. An agency, like the agency that you have here in this university, or the agencies that you are seeing in all the streets. In some countries you can be present with an agency. In our country not. If some bank can like to come here, they can't come with an agency. They must come with a rep office or branch or subsidiary, but not with agencies. In other countries you can go only with an agency. What is an agency? They can decide their operations until an amount level, not more than that. If the level is higher, they must consult to their headquarters. They have operative independence until an amount. Branch office, like a subsidiary, but they are not the same. In the case of a branch office is like your arm. You have your headquarters here in Peru, legally. Legally, you have your headquarters here in Peru, and you are participating with your hands in other country. It's you. It's you. But not your body is here, and a part of your body is in another country. Legally, it's the same person. This is a branch office. And in the case of a subsidiary, it's not. In the case of a subsidiary, it's not the same juridical person. It's another person. In the case of subsidiary, it's an entity that has been created in this other country. It can have your name, the same name. That is, for example, Banco de Crédito, not from Peru, from Bolivia. Okay? Then it is a subsidiary. And I have explained you what is a consortium. And we will continue last class in order to explain you these 4 codes. This is all for today. Thank you very much. See you on Monday.